Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Jo Re Mi Fa Sol La Keto. I'm Jo Re and I'm doing a weekly vlog to share my keto weight loss progress. I'm actually not new to keto. I lost about 50 pounds in 2018 and maintained that weight loss for a couple years into the nightmare we all know is 2020. I restarted keto in January of this year and have lost over 50 pounds so far. So let's go ahead and see how I did this week. Today, I want to talk a little bit about meal prepping as a whole. When I plan out my meals for the week, I first check my freezer and see what cuts of meat I have on hand. I try to use those in my meals if I can, or I might be in the mood for something else. I'll go on Pinterest and check my keto board. Oh, and I do have a link to my keto Pinterest board in the description below. But I look there first and see if there's any meals that stand out or anything that looks really good. If not, I'll search Pinterest for meals with the meat that I'm using, or I may check, Keto Connect's website or Too Crazy Keto's website or any cookbooks that I have on hand. Really, I'm looking for meals that I will reach for, because if I'm gonna eat this 4 times during the week, it better be good. I also consider how I'm going to cook these meals so when I prep, I can be cooking multiple things at the same time. For example, I'll pick a soup that you could make in a pot or in the Instapot. I'll make wings or a roast or something that I can put in the oven, and then I'll use, maybe grill or use the air fryer. So once I've decided on the 3 meals that I'm gonna make for the week, I do make a quick grocery list of all the things that I need to buy. The last thing I wanna do is have to make another trip to get something that I missed. Before I start cooking, I do take about 5 minutes and check my recipes and figure out, how I can cook the most things at the same time. Is there something I need to marinate? What veggies do I need to chop up? Can there be something in the oven while I'm cooking something on the stove? And that does help me save a lot of time. I also take shortcuts. So I buy crushed garlic and ginger in a jar. I'll buy frozen onions or frozen vegetables if I'm putting them in a soup. And then, you think about, can I use canned chicken for this or rotisserie chicken for this? Just a way to make things faster. I normally do spend a couple hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours, meal prepping on the weekends, but I find that does save me a ton of time during the week, and then all I really have to do is warm things up. Really, for me, the best thing about meal prepping is that I know what I'm gonna eat throughout the week. It keeps me on track, and then I also don't have to cook during the week. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into my results. For my diet, my plan is to stay keto, and I did that. I intermittent fast and I eat 2 meals a day and a small bulletproof coffee, so I meal prep for 3 meals every week. My first meal this week was Kung Pao chicken with cauliflower fried rice. This was so good, so good. The recipe for the Kung Pao chicken itself is from Keto Connect, and I'll put a link in the description below to that recipe. Next time I make this, I'll probably just put more red pepper and more celery and skip the cauliflower rice. Although the cauliflower rice was really good, I just didn't need it and I preferred to have more of the Kung Pao chicken. I'll post a link to the cauliflower fried rice below as well, and that recipe is from the Keto Twins. If you've ever made Asian food, there can be a lot of ingredients. Common ingredients are soy sauce or liquid aminos, rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, chili garlic sauce, and ginger. I would recommend investing in these ingredients and having them on hand. You really can make a lot of really good Asian keto food with it, such as egg roll in a bowl, teriyaki chicken, Mongolian beef, or even just a normal stir fry. My second meal this week was Chaffle pulled pork sandwiches. I made the pork in the Instapot and I used G. Hughes spicy barbecue sauce. This was actually the first time I ever tried that barbecue sauce. I normally eat alternate sweets, but I ran out of that and my store did have the G. Hughes and I was pleasantly surprised. I think it's really good. The coleslaw that I made was spicy and it had jalapenos in it, which I love. The recipe that I followed for both the pulled pork and the coleslaw is listed in the description below. I did try prepping the chaffles ahead of time for the week, but by my last ones, they were moldy and that kind of grossed me out. So going forward, I'll probably just make them like 2 sets at a time. My third meal this week was pork ribs with a side of roasted Brussels sprouts. I also used the Instapot to make the ribs, but I did make it on a different day. Luckily, I already had this spice rub pre-made from the last time I made the ribs, so that did save me some time. This meal was really good, but I don't think I really thought this through. I really just had like 2 meals that had pork with like a cabbage side. So I had coleslaw and Brussels sprouts, which are like little cabbages. They were almost the same meal, so they were good though, so I'm okay with that. I'll put a link to the recipe for the ribs below as well, so there's gonna be a lot of links in the description below this week. Okay, so let's move on to exercise. So my plan is to work out for 6 days a week, and I did that. I'm still running 1 mile 2 to 3 times a week. On my running days, I'll usually run for 1 mile and then walk 2 miles after that. And then on my normal walking days, I just walk 3 miles. But I do like incorporating the running. I do feel like it does challenge me more than just walking. And now for my weight. My current weight is 186.4 pounds. That's a loss of 1.4 pounds for the week and a total of 54.6 pounds so far. I'm glad the scale is going down, but I kind of wish it would go a little bit faster so I can get to the 170s by Ketopalooza. That's in only 17 days. I'm gonna try a little bit of an experiment this week. I went back through my old videos and I found that I lost the most when I ate keto chicken nuggets. It's a little odd, but I'm gonna try it this week and see if my chicken nugget theory works. Okay everyone, that is all that I have for the week. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the little bell icon to get a notification every time I post a new video. I will see you next week. Bye!